here. Welcome back to my anime reviews. Basically, every week I will try and watch an anime and review it for you guys. Like I've said before, I'm not going to be reviewing anime like Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Fairy Tail, and such because they are just way too far in their stories, and I would not be able to catch up, and that's just a waste of my time. And if you're wondering why maybe my hair looks different, the background looks somewhat different, from the rest of the video, it's because I'm recording this on a different day, because apparently the clip that I recorded was messed up, and we just realized it now, so I'm recording this prior, so we'll get back to what I recorded the last few days ago. This week's review exists because of a game I actually became addicted to recently because of JFrecky95 on Twitter and YouTube recommending it to me. I did this for you. This week's review is a Love Live School Idol Project Season 1. This anime was really kind of hard to watch for me, so please bear with me, and if you enjoyed it, like or something, I don't know, I literally watched a whole anime, a whole 12 episodes of girls trying to become idols. There's not even guys in this anime, what the fuck? Only in English sub, let's do this. 13 episodes, I was wrong about 12, let's go. Like usual, I'll only be explaining the most important parts of the anime, like the character, story, setting, relationships, voice acting, animations, music, and the genre. Of course, we always start with the genre. Is music a genre? I could say music is a genre, I guess. Comedy, there's school life, and I think that's it. Is girl power a genre? Makes sense, right? Now for the setting. The setting is basic Japan, where idols are the biggest thing, and school idols who become idols in school are even more popular. It's mainly based in their high school. Do I really have to name the high school they attend, though? Its relevance is non-existent. The only reason the school is important at all is due to the plot, which I'll explain during the story section. Now for the characters. Explaining characters is going to be hard. We gotta get through 10 people. We aren't even going to go into depth with each one, so let's get started. First is Honoka Kosaka. Super cheerful and never gives up on anything. She likes swimming and collecting stickers. If she wasn't so cheerful, she'd be boring. Second is Umi Sonoda. She is literally the voice of reason. She's in her school's archery club also, and also is skilled at kendo, calligraphy, and other stuff. Third is Kotori Minami. She has her head in the clouds a lot despite having the responsibility of designing their costumes and choreography. She has a very kind heart and doesn't want to hurt anybody. Fourth is Ellie Ayase, school council president and part Russian. She's very good at quilting and ballet, which is why she helps with a lot of choreography as well. Fifth is Nozomi Tojo, high school president and the spiritual leader of the group. She has an all-knowing vibe to her, and when advice is needed, she's always there. Sixth is Nico Yazawa. She grew up admiring idols and desires to become one. She is one of the meme queens. Seventh is Maki Nishikino. She is bae, no questions asked, true bae. A little bit tsundere, but it ain't horrible. She can play the piano too. She's also hot as fuck. Eighth is Hanayo Koizumi. She's super shy and quiet, but when talking about idols, she becomes very passionate. She loves rice. Like, a lot. Ninth is Rin Hoshizora. Tomboy, but actually likes dressing up girly, but chooses not to. She's very happy-go-lucky, and 10th is the alpaca. Why did I add the alpaca? Why the fuck not? Now for the story. The 9-girl school is closing down in 3 years since it's not super popular, and Honoka gets the crazy idea of becoming school idols with her friends Kotori and Umi, and they try to gain a reputation for their skill. Gaining new members, finding rivals, running into obstacles along the way, they ultimately want to keep the school from closing down. Now for the animations. Very good, much better than I anticipated. I really liked how they did the actual music videos or concert scenes. I've never seen that style of animation, and it looked pretty good to me. Now for the voice actors. All the voice actors for the main 9 were singers, and gosh darn that they picked some really great singers, I'm not gonna lie. Usually I would mention the side characters' voices too, but they aren't really a big factor in this anime, so they don't really matter. Now for the music. I love all of the music. Since I started playing the game first, I got to hear a lot of the songs before I heard them in the anime, and it hyped me. Every time I heard a song I unlocked, being played in the anime, it just made me feel very, very good. This is your fault, Frecky. You did this to me. I'm an addict now. I legit spent so many hours into this game. I'm actually gonna just play some right now. Yeah. It's actually a really nice looking game. I mean, I'm gonna lie. I don't know how well you guys can I unplug from my charger? This is the game. It's fucking fantastic. It's so good. Weekly event stuff. Very Japo. Very Japo, I would say. It works kind of like a DDR style game. Let me put the volume down for this. It works like a DDR style game. Um, this ain't no game review, but I'm still gonna talk about it. This fuck is fantastic. They do a lot of download stuff, but it's not really all needed for. Well, it's mandatory to play, but it's also that you don't have to download the whole everything onto the thing. You need to be connected to the internet to play it. Because a lot of the stuff is saved on the cloud. Well, not on your cloud, but on the cloud of the servers provided by the game itself. Because that's just how they work. But they provide songs that you can play, and you can have so much fun. It's basically DDR, but with nine things. Normally, clicking the ones in the lines, holding the ones that need to be held, pressing the specific ones at the specific right times, two at the same time. Normal, kind of like I think Kanko was it, where you could absorb a useless girl into a rare girl, and that works normally, apparently. Why am I still talking about this? Let's move on. Now for the rating part of these reviews. As a rating, I will split up the 5 different categories: the voice acting, animation, story, characters, and overall enjoyability. And we always start with voice acting, 20 out of 20. You can count this as not just voice acting, but singing too, and it was top notch. A lot of the music I sit and listen to nowadays is Love Live music, but only during events in the game. Only that will I actually sit down and just keep listening and listening and listening. Animations, 20 out of 20. I liked them a lot. They stood out in a good way too. I couldn't complain about them at all. Story, 10 out of 20. I have many problems with the story. It's not bad, by the way. It just has problems. For one, there's no blatant enemy of some sort. Sure, they have a rival and a goal, but there wasn't a lot of conflict other than what happened between the girls, blah, blah, blah. Also, on the talk about the girls, why are there no boys other than Honoka's dad in this anime? I cannot remember one boy other than Honoka's dad, and we didn't even get to see his face. Even though, I'm not gonna lie, Honoka's dad was pretty fantastic. I don't think he ever talked, but he was still fucking great. No love interest. I know this anime is supposed to supply girl power, but honestly, they could have still done that, even if there was a guy in there. Imagine if a guy came in, one fell in love, and it became some sort of scandal in the group. It would have made things a little more entertaining and not cliche. If the girls all liked the guy, it would be cliche, but I digress. I can say that this anime story is very well paced, and I'm happy they don't always win. In a lot of anime, they just let the main characters win all the time, but you gotta mix in losses with that so it doesn't become repetitive and boring. They also lose once in a while, which helps it keep mixing it up, and this anime does that very well. Characters, 20 out of 20. All that matters here is that all the girls are kawaii desu. Also, Honoka's dad is the best. Enjoyability, 10 out of 20. I have no clue if I truly enjoyed this anime. I had problems watching it in the first place because it was just a bit too much girl power for a guy at the age of 18 to enjoy. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it just felt weird watching it. I have no clue why it just did. Overall score, 80 out of 100, 80%. Music is addicting for the soul. An A grade for this anime. I hope you enjoyed the video. In the link in the description, there should be a link to watch it free on Crunchyroll. Like usual, thank you guys for watching. Next program may be out. See you guys next time.